Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 of this Let's Play Bare Knuckle 3, where we're starting out on stage 2, out in the city streets. I just picked up a grenade there, which are weapons you can find, not commonly, and they're really rather useless since my aim is almost always off with them. Now, since the bikers don't get off their bikes, sometimes you get nailed with one who has a high health bar that you have to hit a few times. Throwing an enemy into them will take off a good chunk of their health, which is why he went down so fast. Now you may have heard the little sound effect when I started this level and see the little star under my life bar. Every 40,000 points you'll get one of those and your running attack becomes stronger. In this case, it just makes your the animation longer and makes you jump farther with your running attack. It doesn't actually change the move. But you can get up to 3 stars, and the moves just keep getting more powerful. I prefer Blaze's 2-star move the most. I think the 3rd-star one is a little bit underwhelming. So we're almost done with this first section here. We're coming up to a mid-boss. We have Danch and Rue, or Victy. Rue is his name in the American version, Danch is named Bruce. The idea here is you want to beat the guy at the whip first, you want to beat the trainer. Because if you do that, then you will unlock Rue as a playable character. Rue is the most complete out of all the secret characters, the other that I didn't mention being Shiva, who you can unlock at the end of stage 1. Rue is so complete that you can even unlock him before the game begins with a code. He's easily the worst character in the game, but you can use a fighting kangaroo. This is a really good track, I think. We'll hear it again in stage 5. I'm not going to talk too much about the music unless I think the song is exceptionally good or exceptionally bad, because for the most part in this game, it ranges from mediocre to bad. I still think Streets Rage 1 is the best soundtrack in the game. So we move inside to the disco here, and this level's got some neat light effects that can be very hard on the eyes, like that. Anytime the strobe light comes on. Oh, yeah, signals are back. They haven't changed at all. Let me think. I never really talked about any of the other new enemies here. We won't see many of them until the next stage, but there was those other female punks that are named Garnet. They do a lot of slap combos and can do a jump kick. As long as you hit them first, they're not a problem, but some of those slap combos you're going to have to use your special to get out of. Speaking of the special, it doesn't always take health in this game. Replacing the time limit is a bar that builds up, and when it says OK, you can use your special attack without risking any health loss. Depending on how full the bar is, you can lose health if it's not complete. Like, if it's completely empty, you'll lose a huge chunk, but if it's just about full, you won't really lose anything at all. You saw the Garcia jump in to try his new elbow drop move. And the big guys, the Big Bens, the fat dudes, they can actually pick up Garcias and throw them around. Oh, that strobe light. I'm glad this doesn't last. Electras are generally unchanged. They can't do their jump kick, but they can still jump around. They have the same whip moves, and as in Streets of Rage 1, they will lay on the or sit on the ground after you knock them down, so you have to wait till they get up. That's done. Let's move on to the boss of this stage. I love the boss theme in this game, but you only hear it twice. Goody! Female twins that jump all over the place. Thankfully, they're a lot more creative than just clones of Blaze. So we have Onahime and Yasha, which is the names of the Blaze twins in the first game. So they're reusing the enemies, just with brand new designs, thankfully. But hey, they did it in the second game too. You fought the wrestler guy again. These two aren't a huge problem. They can be a little annoying, just because they're jumping around all over the place. They're a bit easier to combo, though. They do have some tag team moves, which is kind of neat. Man, I like this boss theme. It's one of my favorite themes in the whole game. But we only hear it twice. Every other boss either uses the theme Fuse, which you hear a lot throughout the game. You hear it the first part of Stage 1, the boss of Stage 1, you hear it in Stage 6, excuse me, and you hear it as the boss of Stage 7. Okay, another cutscene here. Someone threw a message in that says to investigate the construction site. And then the news comes on, and they talk about the general being missing and how Axel is related to it. Although Axel denies this. I'm getting ahead of myself here, because he hasn't said that yet. Nope, there he is. And then they talk about the bombs, I think, and then how they have to head to the construction site to figure out what to do next. And that's Stage 2 for you. It's a really short stage, actually. So guess where we're going? The construction site. Where we're gonna find another hidden extra live here right at the beginning by those, concrete panels, I think they are. This stage has wind in it, so if you jump, you can get affected by it and blown around. You can tell which way it's blowing by the way the lights are moving. You see, I have her 2-star blitz. Those barrels falling will hurt you, but you can hit them into enemies. And we are coming up to something that we haven't seen since Streets of Rage 1. Pits are back! You throw an enemy in, they die. If you fall in, you'll lose a chunk of health, but you'll jump right back out. I've said it all before. They shouldn't have been taken out of the game, yada yada. You guys know by now. So, I'll go back to some of the enemies I was talking about. We got the slums, the guys with gold hair and sunglasses. They're pretty slow. They're not really a big threat at all. They can punch you. They have a kick that comes out really fast and knocks you down. That's probably their most dangerous attack. The biggest problem with them is that they can block. We got the Vice enemies, the guys with bandanas. They can punch, but their main technique is to grab you. If they grab you from the front, they'll start headbutting. If they grab you from behind, you can kick out and throw them over your shoulder. Something that came back, and something I do show off a little later. That makes my life easier. Oh, this is interesting. We've got a wall, and there's something there. That's, well... Oh, that's nice. I'm being chased by a bulldozer. Okay, let's just go. Come on, no, don't just stand there. Keep moving. All it takes is one hit to send the bulldozer back, but then he comes running right back for you. And he hurts if he hits you, so don't let it happen. Just keep running, keep breaking walls, keep smashing the bulldozer. Actually, these walls, some of them have a lot more health in Streets of Rage 3, and the bulldozer itself, you have to hit multiple times to make it stop. It's Donovan! Donovan's driving the bulldozer. And the dumb muscle goes again. So we're here at a construction elevator, and you can throw enemies off the edge, yes, but you have to be careful because you can walk off as well. I think I actually do fall off here. Not at this floor, but one of the higher up ones. This elevator actually also moves left and right, too. As always in these elevator stages, it's easiest to just toss the enemies off the edge. In the American version, the voices are changed a bit, so they have, well, English voices. I don't hate them, I don't like them, I don't think it's really a necessary change. Well, maybe it is. You want to understand what they're saying, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. It is an old game, after all. Normally, I don't really complain about the changes that much. Most of them are just negligible nitpicks. A lot of people hate Streets of Rage 3, and all they're doing is nitpicking over the stupidest shit. Oh, they changed the characters' costumes in this game. Yeah, so in some cases it was better. Like, for Skate, he got a new color scheme. Instead of the ugly yellow and red, he's wearing blue and orange, and it looks great. There's nothing wrong with Blaze's silver outfit, and there's nothing wrong with Axel's Adam look-like outfit. Other things people complain about are the name changes. I don't see why. What does it even matter? It doesn't change anything to the gameplay. Like, some of them are strange, I guess, but some of them, why does it even matter? Like, Garcia and Garcia, for example. It's obviously English. His name is Garcia. And I'd say a more reasonable name for the slum enemies would be Goldie. Same with the Vice enemies. I'd get Jack out of it. Okay, now here we come to a tougher boss, Axel. Of course he's going to be tough. It's Axel. Well, actually his name is Break, and he's a little different than Axel. He doesn't have the red gloves that he normally wears. He's got blue ones. Which could very well be an homage to Streets of Rage 1, where he does wear blue gloves. Now, you saw a little explosion there, and he's getting redder. Well, he's a robot. He's also fucking annoying. Like, this guy has attacks that come out almost instantly. He can walk as fast as Blaze can, so he's getting out of there really quickly. He can counter most of your moves. I lost a life. I think that's the only one I lose here, but as he takes more damage, he gets faster and more aggressive. At least we get the kick-ass boss theme for the last time in the game. We're never going to hear it again. Anyway, obviously in the American version, he's got the American colors. His name's also Axel, so it leaves you guessing more. At least here, you know his name is Break, and you know he's a robot. I think I managed to get him without dying. I think I do. Yep. You can tell when he's about to run because he gets into that pose. So he blows up, loses his skin and clothes, and one of his legs at the knee. That's stage 3 done. Let's get through another little cutscene here where they muse over it being a robot that looked just like Axel. Skate gets a little skeptical about Zan now because Zan is a robot who worked with the same guys who, well, built this robot Axel in the first place. He's one of the good guys, though. Don't worry. Blaze scolds him for doubting Zan, because without him they couldn't have gotten this far in the first place. So it's basically turned into a three-way argument here. And then Axel tells everyone to shut up because there's some punks laughing at them from a subway tunnel. Guess where we're going next? I'll see you guys there in part 3.